site like you wanted to.
Yep. Oh, okay. Initially, it doesn't really spawn anything off of it. Going to start screening off A and then moving straight into B. They want art control, and they are going to get rid of the initial sentry turret as the Cascade is going to cut that site in half, having full control and even prowlers from art side to clear it out.
Is why, you know, replacing the Sova with the Harbor is such a good move, right? You cut off angles, but still, one-for-one trade. Both are spams through utilities. Sakurai's going to get the plant down very efficiently. And even Ken is expecting a flank, but Deathmaker once more from dugout. We've seen what he can do from this angle. Sakurai going down, and Levi also just body shots copy. Flank still needs to be watched though, but Aziz, he's slowly pinching in, and Ken, he can feel the breath of it. Aziz needs to win this and finds the kill. And this seems to be pistol once more for rival Deathmaker. Confirms the round, and Antidote to defuse.
Deathmaker, an absolute anchor, an absolute rock. Yep, give it to him as well. He already found two, make it a third to get that null command online as soon as possible.
Or in the previous game, and that's they're doing it again. This just catches Boss, and Astra is out.
Yep, catches him before you can make it into the smoke. And now that they have control over long and, most importantly, have a lot of that space, they can definitely understand that CGZ are going to be coming towards the A site once again. It's just a matter of time.
Silver lining is that unlike Team Secret's comp, you still have a harbor to set up to cut off line of sight. Although high tide was used, so you need to kind of wait for it. B side completely out of the equation. CGZ will just stick with a potential A hit, but there's a double stack. It's a top down. They see this. They're gonna try and swing for it, and Deathmaker only confirms 2, but it's more than enough. Rawfield arriving at the scene just in time. The Haunt taken out. No pings for CGZ.
Yep, and they still haven't confirmed it just yet, right? Aziz, lugging his way around here just to make sure that he has control over spawn with his outlaw. At this point in time, they know that they have the time. CGZ understand that they're in a heavy disadvantage, right? One man down. The fact that Fade is already put down to at least 25%, 25 HP. It's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to get out of this unless they find a pick here. Antidote does get chunked, but he is able to find one into Brofield. And at this point, he's already used the eye to figure out where Sakurai is, allowing Aziz to get an easy sneak and flank. One spation, right? This time they're going to go for a traditional push. They're going to be able to get the initial alt orb. Now the question is, what are they going to do next, right? They do have more of a default standing here. Control over mid, making sure that, Astra isn't pushing up way too far here. Not going to be sneaking any further.
That was a big scan with the KO knife. At least 2 members of CGZ were scanned, but they just wanted the alt orb. So now it's a full rotation to the B side. That's the weak side of Team Rival. Antidote is the only guy there. Massive U2 stack on the mid. They see the smoke and attempt to spam, even throwing in the Cascade. But Team Rival are gonna start making a bit of rotation, sending the Jet and the Killjoy over.
All right, time is running thin here at this point. CGZ, they haven't seen anything coming through mid-side. They still have the KJ util to spot out anybody walking through B-Link or even through Art. So now they can actually start committing their defense on that B. However, the initiation has to start. 40 seconds left on the clock, and here we go. They kick things off.
And the jig is up even with that Haunt, but now Nightfall committed. Mid-side still haven't cleared. Deathmaker, another shot onto Ken. You have a lurk on the mid, but there's Killjoy utils, and there's just no way through this round. Unfortunately, has fallen apart completely as Aziz finds another one, and of course, Rofel was able to take down Levi, who tried to check the angle. But 1v4 with not much in hand, Rofel needs to make a miracle happen. Finds a second one, third one, not gonna be it. Aziz finds a 3K. That will be round number 3 for Rival.
Yep, looking great for the Rivals so far. Absolutely just, shutting them down, right? Catching them when they don't expect it. And this time, at least the bun wasn't gunned for. He went straight for the head and smokes. But man, this has been a really, really tough game. Luckily, they've got Predator.
Off the line of sight.
They did.
Gotta float, gotta flood through your own utility. So back to an A push, but this one, oh no, Gun needs to be up for Bas still. Finds the kill onto Levi, but Deathmaker does confirm it, so both teams loses the Astra.
All right, so those well, technically there's still screens available for CGZ's side, but the fact that Rivals don't have the smokes is going to be a little more painful on that post plant. At this point, Art, 4 members ready to start flooding in, taking their time for now, not giving away anything. No sound, no pressure just yet. As they slowly walk on to the side. Okay, they're going to cut off with the high tide now. Instantly with a snare as well. Finds two, finds three. Antidote solves it. Holy! And even finds the spike and gets the Prowler on. Brofield's going to throw a second one as well. They're just going to walk out, give him the fourth. Defenders taking it away. Rivals. Antidote stood still. So well done here. Great on the trades. Good aim at the paired up with good aim. They're getting some amazing results. They're punching above their weight.
Baz just barely escaping the crosshairs of Aziz, but he hasn't been able to do too much, right? Always getting picked up, but also trying to create a lot of diversion on that B side. Team Rival not budging though. Once more, the A side is still locked down. Another Molly this time to prevent any sort of a rush. Prowler, high tide, everything used. The cascade as well. Over the head flash. No command committed. They expect the flood, and it's going to be the case. CGZ on the site. Flashed out. They take out Deathmaker, but Levi fights 2-1 to the wall. Ken with the exchange. 3v3.
Oh, he could look to go for the revive here, but at this point, the smokes are about to drop. And at this point, they're waiting for the plant to go through. You should expect one towards our side. Flowers tries, but it's too late. The attackers managing to go all the way around, and it's just a little too late. Ken takes out Antidote, and this time they found the answers, being able to sneak through mid and taking full control over the A side through their flanks here. Rivals were not expecting that.
Couldn't buy enough time for Aziz to show up, and even the sentry, the turret, was able to spot him out. Cloudburst run out just in time. Aziz able to find one, okay. Detects the second now, no one is on dugout, who pushes out, helping Baz to get there in time. But Aziz goes for the same push, this time with the help of a Haunt. Does scan out Baz, so that's important info. Still with a feint on the smoke, on the stars. Seems like CGZ will not hit that A side fast this time.
Yeah, and now Fade repositioning on the defending side towards B-Link, double checking, making sure that the util is not only going to work, but at the very least, not going to get shot down, really doubling up on it. Art hasn't shown any presence whatsoever, but just notice the fact that Rivals are just playing all the way back in towards that A side, making sure that not only are they hiding behind Vendor and towards Flowers, but at the same time just prepared for an attack from CGZ, despite the amount of noise being made on B side.
CGZ should know that there are at least 2 members of Rivals on that B side, right? Heard that rifles spam. Oh, the Cosmic Divide just in time to prevent any sort of a pickup, but I have no idea that Levi is here. Again, through the smoke, Levi finds the planter. They have to commit the reckoning. A Molly as a response. Ken will stick the plant. Unfortunately, the Molly doesn't hit onto him, but Cosmic Divide is going to expire in a bit. They commit the lockdown. CGZ wants the round.
They really do. They've committed all their resources at this point in time. And now, Rivals, they just have to wait. They just have to wait it out. Wait for the Killjoy, let one player get detained, and now expect to see them to start hunting.
And the Cosmic Divide. Oh no! They didn't know. Deathmaker just walks through. They used the Nanos one, but this Cosmic Divide is deadly. They are forced to push through it. Seize gets used. No audio kill. Sakurai and Brofeld needs to hold it down. Time is running out.
He can't hear it.
Can't hear this happening, but pushes through, and Brofeld once more clutches for CGZ.
Oh boy, dangerous round for CGZ. Luckily, they did force
Team Rival just a little bit more. Bit of a switch up now. And then attempt onto that B long. And again, Antidote is the only man there.
Team Rivals really making them work for it. At this point, Antidote just shoulder peeking it. Does feel a bit of resistance. We'll have to double check it. He's got the Haunt available here. Oh, gonna shoulder peek it one more time, and I think that's going to confirm at least 2 people are here. With the Haunt, it's not gonna get anything just yet. Get shot down. But in the meantime, they're making sure that the A players do not move from their spots. And surprisingly enough, right, they want to make sure that B-Link is okay, but they've got their KJ towards Artside watching past the sentry.
It's a gamble. If they don't check that box, then we're going to see Ralphie have a good time. But unfortunately, there is a Prowler, so Kapi shuts that down very quickly.
Yep, and this is forcing response out of Team Rivals. And oh, they're moving straight away. CGZ read into this very, very well. As they move in towards B, there's only going to be one defender there. Jet's lagging behind as they get screened off perfectly. They what? He gets it?
What's with the instincts from Antidote? And Aziz now just found Ken, thankfully traded back by Baz, and finally Antidote also goes down. There's still some guns from the side of Rival. One scan from Deathmaker. B Hall's completely lost. You have a flank on B long. Levi needs some time to set it up. And Kapi, he's just cut line of sight. No idea that Levi is coming in. The jump pick ends, but Deathmaker gets spammed through the smoke.
Yeah, his feet of it can be seen here at this point. Levi on the flank side will have to just get cut through 3 people. One guaranteed to die if he does make contact with Brofield, but anybody else, it's a 50-50. Just gotta make sure that he can just pop some heads here at this point. Oh, gets spammed through, put down to 5. Odds dropping down very low.
This round most likely secured by CREST Gaming. So 3 rounds in a row in the form of a clapback. Levi will just surrender himself to the spike, get that one extra out point. Maybe not actually gotta save the gun, so doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Runs out of time.
I think he wasn't expecting it, right? He didn't see the carcass on.
Fake Astro Stars, the feint and the cascade to take space. The off-shot miss, and now some info given over to CGZ confirming that there's an operator on the A side, and they just fall back.
Yep, they're like, hell no, I don't want to deal with that. They're going to throw the Haunt out. I have to know pretty far up. And with the help of his own Astros, double swings it to take out Baz. No smokes for them at this point, but they still have screens coming up for Kapi, who's dead too through the wall. And now, 3-man advantage. Oh, equalized to 4-3 at this point in time. Aziz does not want to give up his operator. He still remembers how he lost a couple of rounds to Team Secret because of it.
Now just play slow. Members of CGZ completely isolated. You have one cutting through waters though. This is going to be very crucial. Because Rival has no idea someone is at spawn from behind. Brofeld just found Rawfield, and Antidote had his knife out.
Oh, it's too late. It's too late. These flanks have been going really, really well. Wait. He hears it, right? Yeah, Levi does hear it. He hears it from the water side. He's making you think, wait, if they're rotating it out from waters, somebody's coming through B. The adaptation is coming through. As we do see them, 26 seconds. If they deny, wait, hold on.
He has no idea.
He's got to check halls. Okay, checks one side. Loses the 50-50 here. It was one or the other. Really tough to say. With only information coming through the water side, it was safer to check B-Link. And with Aziz already revealed out with thanks to the sentry, they get the plant down. And at this point, Aziz, do you take the fight or do you save?
1 bullet left in the chamber too. There's plenty of time to hunt him down, so Aziz needs to somehow get this operator into the next round. So 4 in a row for CGZ. It's a very good recovery. The downloaders, right? They figured out how Team Rival wanted to play this. Started on the back foot too, but still ended up through just a great lurk from Brofeld. Opens up the round once more.
Yeah, and I mean, I think they figured it out, right? They figured out that, you know, the sentry is going to be in art most of the time. They're going to have the alarm bot somewhere towards double doors. Technically, they can smoke. If they know exactly where it is, they can smoke it off and then sneak right through it. But most of the time, just run through it. Don't really be. It gets smoked straight away. But nobody's there. All the members of CGZ moving towards that A site. And again, they've already thrown down a bit of util, but they're just waiting for them to respond accordingly. The Prowler is going to spot out one towards the art side, and you can see that Levi quickly repositions himself, making sure that, hey, there is a possibility.
They might catch him. They might catch Aziz.
Oh!
So aware!
They knew. They knew.
Were so aware.
See, they've downloaded this since the first 4 rounds that Rivals has won. They knew that there was somebody going to be walking through their spawn side. Levi does show a bit of presence here. This could make CGZ rethink about moving towards B.
Well, that pre-aim from Brofeld, he was ready to take the hit, to take the shot. Now the operator is lost. It's even tougher for Rival to have a chance. Although they're buying a bit of time. Rival massive pings on that A main, expecting a hit.
They're running out of time here, 35 seconds, yep. They have to. Haunt's going to reveal one, but he's going to be extremely careful because at this point, they're dropping everything. Rolfo going to be the first to fall, as Levi the next to take it. With all 5 members flooding in, CGZ have got this. Oh, Baz gets him over the wall from dugout. Deathmaker thought he found a little hole, but ends up getting exploited on.
Now it's down to Antidote against the full force of CGZ. Only Sheriff in hand. So let's see how much damage he can deal. Already, he still has the ultimate regardless. But CGZ, they're not giving any room. In fact, a lurk from behind and from Brofeld. Antidote just fixated on this A main. Bas just going to swing up for it.
Really good stuff. Man, CGZ really double, triple check areas, right? They want to make sure that it's all back into the fight.
And not only that, this harbor is starting to really be problematic for Rival. So hard to hold the site, and all these angles being cut out. Aziz is going to be spotted out, forced to fight once more. And the wall back onto Sakurai. Aziz wants a conversion onto Kapi. Cannot find him just yet, but brings him down low. Swings out for Ken. That's your operator. Gone for CGZ.
Oh, a bad time to whiff there. A bad time to whiff for Ken. At this point, they know that. Oh no! B-Link traded 1-for-1 so far. It's going to be a quick 1v1, but it's too late. Antidote, he's already down. Rolfo is a little late to the fight at this point, but they still haven't got the plant down just yet. And I think at this point, Rolfo going to be dropping down a little lockdown to try and deny the plant. But again, they should be able to get the plant and walk off before the lockdown times out.
They'll be forced back to B main, so at least Rival will know that CGZ cannot play anywhere else but main. But that's a very open plan. Utilities used very early on with the Nano Swarm. It's a 2-3 stack. Rofel just transfers into all three of them! Thanks to CGZ's quick response. Another round where they won with a lurk. Thanks to Brofeld, I mean, who has been so proficient with his movement. And attempt to push out Sakurai. He's going to get Deathmaker. He's going to get Levi too, so that's 2 dead for Rival. This round seems to be done and dusted already.
Yep, and now the rest of the Rivals are going to be, responding, moving towards where their teammates have already been taken out here, just to ensure that some angles are going to be oh, wait, hold on. This might be an angle that Aziz could take advantage of. Spots the one rotating from the flank. They know one is going to be by flank side, but KJ needs to walk with the team. She's currently holding the spike for the rest of them. So they've already dropped the ult. Oh my god, Aziz, he finds a beautiful, beautiful flank here.
Just when we thought that the round was done and dusted, he finds the spike out in the open. Now just go for a double stack. Aziz! Conversion! Finds 4 for his out.
This shouldn't have happened. CGC just didn't make the choice fast enough here. The reckoning.
Read from Aziz is wrong. It's almost a full stack on towards that A side. Same old high tide to take control of A main.
Yeah, I don't know whether that high tide. I mean, technically they've got double controllers here, so it makes sense. They've also got the Cosmic Divide as well. That's why he's using the high tide extremely early on rather than just cascades. Can't move through. Ruffle just slowed down, even mollied off there, just throwing everything at them to make sure that nobody gets a sneaky push through. But even so, the molly comes off just in time, but the plant is still down. Oh.
What was this?
That was a dangerous game. Still finds one regardless.
Plant does go down in the very end. Deathmaker, another spam onto Bass. And Antidote this time will not let Sakurai go. Seems like Rival full control of the site. Aziz looking to push up forward. They're going to tease with the defuse first. Johnny runs into the ammo, but still confirms the kill. Now it's Ken's turn to go off. Up in the air, finds 3 for himself. Number 4, Ken is ace. CGZ closes it out. 7-5 in the first half.
They want to run a train on him, and he said, nah, not this time. Just give me the resets. Oh, boy. These rounds are getting very ill if he keeps going on like that, right? They gotta have some cleaner rounds coming up from the side of Rivals. But even CGZ, right? The indecisiveness at times is costing them a couple of moments. So right now, it's about refocusing and making sure that when they do hit and execute, that they know exactly what they're looking for in these fights and play accordingly. In this ever-changing game, the Haunt does come through, and from Art's side, they've cleared it out. But no! It's too late! Buzz, Cappy, and even Sakurai making sure that they've taken all the angles after pushing forward up and hearing the initial art push. They instantly pinched them.
Nasty crossfire set up by CGZ. Rival essentially walked into a firing squad. We didn't get to see much of Team Rival on attacking side in the previous game, but now we get to explore a bit more. Except the CGZ have guaranteed themselves their 8th round. There's no way for Deathmaker to make a miracle happen. Not in pistol.
Throwing out the early knife. Just to kind of spot out at least 2 of the defenders here, pushing them back. They wanted to fight for the Alt Orb initially, but not at this point. Not with so many deadly weapons already purchased by their opponents. At this point, they don't want to give away anything over. Dug out. Oh, goes a little high, but still, they're not giving them much space at all, and Antidote still takes a bit of damage back.
And this, again, Team Rival are hitting the strong side of CGZ. which is almost the same archetype as what we saw from Team Rival. You have this Killjoy mid, right? And Art just feels impenetrable. We haven't seen Rival try it much too in the previous game. But this one looks like they just want to just wait out the time and flood through the site, which CGZ, they're not moving.
Yep. Even though, I mean, as you can tell, Rivals, they aren't moving either, right? And CGC consistently rechecks it, really taking their time with this every single... Oh, Vacuum comes on through. Baz finds one into Antidote as Brofield takes Raw full. Oh, they take out the Art Man, and Aziz, he could look for a gun for himself, but it's too late. They start flooding through to attack back as Sakurai making sure that, you know, they traded places for Dugout, but at this point, it's a little too late. CG and it looks like Baz wins it out. That's why he gets traded back anyways, but oh boy. Oh man. The fact that they've taken out a duelist for their controller, a little sad for the side of CGZ, but oh! Levi gets taken out by Brofield.
Wow, from that distance, insane stuff.
Hey, it's the share of difference, man. The share of difference.
That is gonna sting. That was Rival's best chance. He even got the drop on the Baz, and Baz still wins. Cross shoulder peek. Oh, he's gonna hang out Dugout again. Another full A side stack. CGZ is responding so fast. They know that this is the third time Rival wanted to hit A, and they have not found any success.
Yeah, no success at all. Going to be spamming the Dugout at this point. Making sure that they're even checking Art. At this point, pushing up further is a very dangerous cause here. But they know that one's in Dugout. They know one's by Flowers. I'm pretty sure the sounds have given away CT's position as well. So at this point, now play for the post plan.
Gotta clear Dugout first, and gotta do it quick because Ken is coming from the flank.
Oh,
as Sakurai wins the spam war. And Rawfield and Antidote in a horrible spot right now. They have no idea that Ken is coming through, so it's going to be pushed through from Rawfield and Antidote to make it a bit more manageable. Art controlled by Rawfield. Unfortunately, he doesn't have much health to work with. Every shot has to be on a point. Rawfield finds one. Brofield's going to stick it half, and Rawfield!
Again, CGZ, despite losing that round, it was their bonus. They did as much damage as they could. At the end of the day, the objective is complete.
Another heavy A stack. Finally, Rival will attempt to go onto that B side for now. Fish for more info. I think Rival has been sticking to pretty much the same playbook, right? We take control of A main and then we just wait out the clock and then we explode. But right now, they will go and adventure a bit more. 2 stars on one Art and one B Link. Rival will set up their own as well to cut off the line of sight. It's a 1-for-1 trade though, as this traded for Sakurai.
Okay, so now, again, before he went down, he does spot out 3 of the defenders walking out. So at this point, Rivals, they're taking control over B Link. Wait, does that sentry...
He's going to see them now, yeah.
Yep, there we go, there we go. Walks on through, and now they start the initiation. KJ responds, coming back into it. The alarm bot is still available on the site itself, so they can actually play patiently here. CT is already revealed. Backall's not going to have an angle just yet. They're going to go for the plant.
Need to check Halls though. Someone is still at Halls. Ken finally gets exposed, and that's the late lurk. But unfortunately, Ken still gets away with 2. That shouldn't be happening, but up against Ken, there's nothing that he cannot do. The rest of CGG have arrived, and Baz gives them round number 10.
Ooh, really great stuff here coming up for the side.
Flush him out enough.
Oh,
It's a full stack. Almost not a full stack, but a heavy stack out of B. And Levi, he's not going to expect this. Ken finds an easy pick off. That's your smoker gone.
yes, but does he see all 3 of the members, or did he only spot 2 there? Because again, we're not seeing a full commitment just yet. They are going to start walking on through. Dashes through. Aziz quickly taking advantage of the situation as the snare also keeps him in place. Brofield finds Antidote, unfortunately, with the help of his Molly. Now forcing it to a 2v3 scenario.
Rawfield is 1 out charge away from the lockdown. But it comes out to Aziz. Unfortunately, had to expand a couple of the knives just for the haunt. Nightfall comes through. You're now deaf and tracked. So forced out of the site for now. 2v3 Aziz. He's going to take the fight. Unfortunately, no HP. Baz goes for the swing. And it's all down to Rawfield.
Yep, he's chunked 1. A little bit of damage down as well. Making sure to play it really, really well here. Both looking at the angle, spamming it alongside the defuse just to try and catch people off guard if they're reacting to the sound here. CGZ really good at understanding people's behaviors.
11 and 6 for CGZ. 2 rounds away. The economy for Rival is not doing too good right now. Another timeout that they desperately need. Their final one as well in this game. This great angle from Haven. So they do trade 1 for 2, but that will guarantee a plant. And Aziz is so deep. They don't know this. Kapi not paying attention. Aziz just abuses the callouts and takes down Kapi.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough. Do they expect the Astro coming in from the flank again? The Haunt, they're just leaving Aziz to kind of handle Sakurai by himself here. They've got the site on lockdown. He wins his own gunfight, but at the same time, Baz, there's nothing you can really do. It's too late now. He's just going to have to save his weapon for another round. Rivals adapt very quickly here into this round and initiate very well from B-Link.
Yeah, very good initiative from Aziz. Again, you mentioned that he's trying to reignite the fire, and all these individual plays are starting to pay dividends. The instant updraft and dash into Haven. The off angle to take out Ken, which has been their biggest problem.
You know, with the mass amount of people here, trying to over-ruffle, he finds two of his own, gets a third, and with backup from Jet, watching all the way towards double doors, shutting them down as well. Jet Knives will find no value as Team Rivals bring it back 8-11. They're going to be having a decent buy, however, a couple with half armors. Hopefully that doesn't cost them too much as long as their aim stays true.
CGG still took the intentional scan, but this time with, I believe, the Jet and the Fade, sending 2 members over to Art, but a decent spread out. One at B-Link, which will be the Astra. Bas will be holding that area. And you'll have the Killjoy, heavy utilities on that B side, but Rivals so far haven't decided where to hit yet. They want to fish for more info.
Yeah, interesting that, you know, that this time CGZ is deciding we're going to let Killjoy completely hold down the entirety of B-side. We're going to default on ours. We need to just look for members to stop them from sneaking through these holes. And that's totally fine. But at the same time, Rivals, they respond accordingly, right? After you know, making a bit of contact towards A, noticing that there's not a lot of util being thrown back at them, they start to back off here, thinking that, hey, maybe we can actually go for a B hit this time around.
Let's see how fast they will execute this, because you have Bas. Oh, he's about to go for the crunch. The lockdown will buy time. Nightfall and no command use. Bas, if he speeds up right now, he's going to catch all of them out in the open. And no one from Team Rival is aware of this. They're going to look back right now, but Bas has taken out 2 in the process. And this lockdown, Trap's antidote in place, is just cleanup season for Bas and Brofeld. And one of the most efficient read we've seen so far from CGZ. Nothing that others can do. A flawless round for CGZ to put themselves on match point.
Yeah, and what a crucial timing as well. He hears the
out mid-link, which usually you don't get the luxury of doing often, right? No Killjoy U2 to keep him in place. The pings from Team Rival indicates that they want to cut through Art this time.
Yep, they're going to be smoking it off real quick. Now sending Prowlers with their initiator towards a main. At this point, they're going to back up. Yep, there we go. Perfect backup coming in from CGZ, right? Getting 2 into dugout so far. Making sure that... Oh, they spam right on through. Hearing that updraft instantly as they get the snare down as well to ensure that the attackers can't move further.
Bas is about to get a flank from Art. So if you're a Team Rival, it could be deja vu. They will go for the plant first. Bas is going to cut through waters. A spam. Good stuff from Levi, but Kapi just doubles it up. 2v4. Reckoning committed, flushed out from the side. Nothing much the Team Rival could do as they try to wrangle back the space. They start with the Haunt, the Cosmic Divide making it hard. Someone is at the corner. Rawfield can only get 1, and Kapi shuts the show down. It's going to be 13-8 on Pearl for CGZ, moving them up 2-0 in the group stage.
Woo boy, CGZ looking great.